this monstrosity, although some people don't like it, we don't, and it's coming out. The fire isn't efficient, and it's not the look we want. So this today, hopefully today, is all going to come out, so a little bit of graft, and then shortly to follow that, although there's no rush for it, but that fire will replace this just in the corner with a flue pipe going up to the ceiling. We managed to buy it about 2 months ago, not the sort of thing you'd normally buy in that. Some of it was in the sale. So that will replace this. So although the nights don't get really cold, it just takes the edge off and it gives them a good look. So it's coming out.
Yay. TV off the wall first, though.
Yeah. Easy bit, 20 minutes. Reinforced concrete. That's a rough cast piece of concrete with reinforced steel, the actual body of it, and you can see this other material that they've made some sort of maybe they've sculptured it on by hand with some sort of a shaped mould, I don't know, but that's applied initially and then that's a finishing coat, if you will.
No, it's moving, I can see it wobbling. Does it come away from the wall?
It's going away, ton of it. It's coming away from there. Oh, is that a crack there? Steel's touched with a bit of steel.
It's got it cracking there. Yeah. As long as it falling towards you though.
You know, that's heavy, we'll have to break that up, I think.
So the top was all the red.
Just clay.
I'm
but
trying to
two-
see one to show you. There you go.
Two skins of it.
The red clay bricks. The stands at either side
Concrete block.
are concrete block, which are easier to take out. What was difficult was the centrepiece.
Reinforced concrete.
There you go. With steel passing through, so very. Very difficult to break out. So I've just got the two pillars at either side to take out now. We're not quite sure what we are doing with the brick that's on the back. But as usual, we've got a lot of cleaning up to do.
Fairly easy.
One pillar out.
Safety shoes on.
Harvey has just turned up to work. It's nearly all down. It's 3:45.
I did all that.
And there's one pillar left.
I did all that.
But that means Daddy's knocked it all down, so you can do all the clearing up.
Yay! I'm helping. You ready? Yeah. Push it a little bit more. You just have to stay up here.
Stay there forever.
Well, take a break it or something. How you cut it out for that? How can you cut it in half? I've been doing that, trust me. Go on, one each, yeah. Ready? Yeah.
Ah, it always helps when you're on camera, Harves, doesn't it? Fireplace is now completely out and we are cleaned up, which means we can start plasterboarding to meet these ones. Now, one surprise we did have is the tiles in the lounge actually ran all the way underneath the bricks at the bottom of the fireplace. So although we're not going to keep this floor long term, it does mean that it's going to be just a bit nicer to live with until we replace the entire floor. Now, whether or not this means the fireplace was an add-on, later addition to the house, I don't know, but it helps us in the meantime, doesn't it, Finn? Yeah, good boy. Steve has finished putting up all the plasterboards now above the terrace doors and right round to the other side. So it's my turn now. Now, if you haven't seen me do this before, I am going to fill them. So it's not like plastering the entire wall. All I'm doing is filling where a plasterboard meets a plasterboard, this joint here. Don't know if you can actually make that out, but there's a bit of an indent there, about of 130mm. I'll also be doing the corners. Now, what I use to do this, I have my tools here, is first of all, this is the jointing tape that we're going to put over every single joint. This just stops the plaster from cracking in the future. My putting on tools. And this is the filler that I use, which is a ready-made one. There you go. Quite a lot to do. Let's get going. First fill done. Now I say first fill because if I just bring you a little bit closer, you can see there are some imperfections. Now, I'm not a professional, but we're trying to keep the cost down on this, so there are probably a few more imperfections than what there should be. But by the time it's sanded, which I should be able to do tomorrow or maybe the day after, and then I can apply a second filler, and when that's sanded, it should be all smooth and ready to decorate. I'm quite happy with that. It finally feels as though this end of the lounge is coming together, apart from the glaringly obvious hole in the ceiling.